Compact size, modular design, and sophisticated motion control. That's what we stand for. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Yeni Science product presentation. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about our linear motor solutions. Before we start, I'd like to point out that on YouTube, as well as on our website, you can learn continuously about product trainings, applications, and the latest product developments. So ladies and gentlemen, please bear with us. It will be worth it. In this video, you will see the following. Linux, our linear motor series, which include LXC Compact, LXU Universal, LXS Shuttle, and LXC Exclusive. Special features our motors have to offer, like the weight compensation for vertical linear motors, and to control our linear motors, the Ethernet Xenon servo controller, and its specialities like float sensing or preventing vibrations. I hope you enjoy discovering more about our products. The LXC, which stands for Compact, is the smallest member of the Linux family. As you can see, it is ultra compact in size. The monoblock design is patented and unique. The carriage slide includes the magnets, so the magnets are in motion while the coils and the cables are stationary. The great advantage of this is that no cable chains are necessary. The LXC has the connecting cables directly mounted into the gates without plugs. This makes the motor very compact. The LXC is not only sophisticated in its design, but also in its functionality. It is very robust and keeps precision even under heavy weight. LXC devices are available with strokes from 44 to 272 mm, and the nominal travel force ranges from 4 to 14 Newton with a peak of 12 to 114 Newton. The qualities of this compact linear motor are completed with its low weight, which ranges from only 350 to 2,800 grams. Our LXC are equipped with cross-roll cages with centering force. This prevents cage creep and increases reliability and lifespan. The LXC works with a very high accuracy. With a resolution of 1 micrometer, the linear motor has an accuracy of ±2 micrometers. With a resolution of optionally 100 nanometers, the LXC has an accuracy of ±0.5 micrometers. The detector head with the 2 sensors allow measurements which are very reliable. The LXU for Universal is known as a real all-rounder with 3 mounting possibilities. Mounting to the ground, or mounting to the carriage slider. Please note the difference in installation space. It can also be mounted to the front face. A back-to-back mounting with another LXU is ideal for XC handling. The LXU can be screwed directly through the motor body. This is unique and especially advantageous in practical applications. The LXU devices have strokes from 40 to 320 mm, nominal travel forces of 60 Newton, and peak forces of 180 Newton. S in LXS stands for shuttle, and as its name implies, it is used for long strokes. The body construction that is very wide is able to withstand high moments of force. The LXS offers the possibility to install 2 or more carriage slider on the same ground plate. The LXS axes range from strokes 160 up to 1,200 mm and have nominal travel forces of 60 Newton and peak forces of 180 Newton. The Linux LXU and LXX axes share some special features such as the connector case that is rotatable in a 90-degree pattern in 4 directions, or the self-lubrication with which LXU and LXS are equipped. During their free turn travel, the ball bearings are led through a porous, oil-impregnated synthetic resin sleeve. This guarantees no maintenance for 20,000 kilometers or 5 years. A further common feature is the wear-resistant dirt wipers, with which the internal space of the motor is protected against pollution and small parts. Together with the magnetic measurement system, a high dirt resistance of IP50 is achieved. The customer can choose between an optical or a magnetic measuring system. The magnetic measuring system shows a very high reliability even in dirty environment, with an accuracy of ±8 micrometers. The optical measuring option is not as robust as the magnetic, but has two sensors which ensure very high accuracy of ±2 micrometers or even ±0.5 micrometer with a higher resolution. LXC's name comes from E like in exclusive. It has a special ironless cover. The result is a flat and elegant exterior geometry for easy cleaning, predestinated for cleanroom applications. Multiple carriage sliders can be put on one ground plate. LXC have strokes from 250 mm to 1000 mm, with nominal travel forces of 40 Newton and peak forces of 120 Newton. For vertical mounted linear motors, Uniscience has a unique solution for the weight compensation. The weight compensation prevents an abrupt move down in case of a power interruption. The adjustable compensation force corresponds to the weight of the payload and the weight of the carriage slider. Thanks to this option, in case of power interruption, the carriage slider remains in position or moves slowly upwards. A further advantage of the weight compensation is the permanent support of the linear motor and its payload in vertical orientation. Hence, the linear motor runs without static weight and is not heating up in stationary position. While you get higher dynamics, you also save energy. It is also important to note that the weight compensation works without air consumption. The weight compensation is available for LXC and LXU and supports a payload up to 6 kilograms. And now to control our linear motors, the Xenex servo controller. The Xenex doesn't need a software installation. It works simply with a web browser. A very important feature is the quick start button, and also very interesting is the master-slave operation. Our Xenex is a compact Ethernet servo controller. Logic and power supply are separated, enabling the linear motor to remain in communication even in case of security-related power interruption. Xenex has TCP/IP and real-time Ethernet technology, which is available with EtherCAT, PowerLink, CANopen, or Profinet bus modules. The power supply voltage for the logic is always 24 volt DC. The power supply for the motor needs at least 5 ampere and ranges from 24 volt to 72 volt. Setup has never been easier and faster. The Xenex offers a direct web browser setup, which makes the software installation redundant. WebMotion is the integrated graphic user interface located in the Xenex. The WebMotion version 5 has a quick start button, which checks the linear motor setup, and if it's okay, it starts the motor. A linear motor usually has some catching and friction forces that constrain the steady move of the carriage slider. However, with the float sensing function of the Xenex, those forces can be compensated. This gives the powerful iron core Linux linear motor axis the same characteristics as an ironless linear motor. Additionally, the gravitational force and the friction forces are neutralized. The carriage slider floats weightlessly up and down. The float sensing function enables high-quality constant speed that is needed for scanning processes. Additionally, the float sensing function is the basis for precise force measurements, such as joining processes and wave force recording. Direct drive linear motors have a higher sensitivity of vibrations than rotative motors. To prevent these vibrations, the Xenix has the possibility to set up a frequency filter. The challenge, however, is to find out the correct frequency value. A simple way that mostly works is to measure the frequency with a smartphone app and then enter the resulting value in the VetMotion setup. The state controller activates the filter at the corresponding frequency and removes the vibration. Compact size, modular design, and sophisticated motion control with a user-friendly, smart and simple handling. That's what we promised, and as you've seen, that's what we keep. Let us help you optimizing your production efficiency through higher output, improved quality, and reduced cost. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our product presentation. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope to hear from you soon.